YouTubers. Happy Thanksgiving from us at AZ2 Ozarks. The sun is shining and it is a beautiful day and we can't let that go to waste. So we are starting another project on the homestead. We need to get to the bottom of the leaking issue in the basement. And in order to do that, we have to dig down to where the water line comes in from the well to the basement wall and figure out how to reseal that to make sure it doesn't continue leaking. The problem is the deck is in the way. So this morning the guys got up, came out here, and they've already pulled off the panels of the deck that are necessary to get there. And they are going to be working on this hole, digging down into the dirt next to the basement wall until they hit that line. Well, it looks like we have discovered the issue. They got down to the pipe where the well comes in, which is this pipe, the white on top. Now you'll notice under it you see something white as well that's thicker, and what that is actually a root. That is a tree root underneath the pipe that was pushing it up and breaking the seal. And then when the root got to the wall, it made a 90-degree angle turn to the right and went that way. But you can also see that this is PVC pipe holding the water, which it shouldn't be. If you had used poly pipe, it would bend instead of breaking, and it's also a lot more durable and sanitary for water, but especially water you're going to be drinking. Oh well, it's PVC pipe, but it looks like the root was the problem. We've now broken the root, and we will be clearing that out a little bit more and resealing it. And this should stop the water coming into the basement. Then we can begin repairing the basement, but we can't repair it until we're done leaking. Now that we have the water line going into the basement exposed, and have identified the source of the leak, which was the giant root underneath the pipe pushing up, causing the seal to be broken and leak. We also got the root out of the way, so it's no longer pushing up under the pipe. I'll show you the root over here, right here, so you can see. Here's my hand for reference. This is a pretty substantial root that was underneath the pipe pressing up, causing the leak. So the next task is to seal that hole again. So clean it and seal it. That way we don't have future leaks. That brings us back into the basement. Back in the basement here, you can see this is where the water line comes in through the concrete and where we need to reseal it. But this is also the room that is full of mold. And so we resprayed it with vinegar again. And Rick's working on tearing out the drywall and the rotten stuff. So he's already gotten the drywall off of here. And so that's what's happening. We are dragging out all the moldy pieces directly out to the flatbed trailers so that we're able to haul it away to the dump and get rid of this stuff. Oh man, you don't know how excited I am to start getting this mold out of the house. And in other news, we have a guy we hired to come out and brush hog the field for a couple hours today. So to kind of test him out, we said 4 hours since he charges hourly. He has a small tractor and a small brush hog, but we wanted to see what he could get done in 4 hours to see if it is a good value for us. So we will be glad also to have the fields cleaned up and we can see everything out there and get it ready for a good spring growth and get ready to put some cattle on it.
Look how square that is even.
It's only slightly bigger on one side.
Yeah.
A little bit lower.
We want it to have some fall so the ceiling drains.
Yeah.
You know how it is. how it drains.
We've got the drywall and materials moved out of this area, and the hole is cleaned up. That goes to the outside. I'm not sure if you can see in there, not very deep. And we are preparing to seal it. We're going to use this product, Fast Plug Hydraulic Cement, in order to fill that hole right there. So that should stop it on this side from leaking. On the other side, we are also going to tar the cement. So we're looking at these pipes up here, and this one here looks like it was probably leaking. And Rick says, oh, it looks like it probably wasn't glued. So he pushes up on it like that, and look at it.
Never got glued.
Totally not glued and loose. So that's like the shower and the sink from the upstairs bathroom comes through that line, and it certainly has the potential of leaking. So we're gonna have to fix that one too. Rick got this all filled up with the material, and it's already setting up. It's supposed to dry in 3 to 5 minutes, and it's definitely set up already. And it's just going to form a nice seal around that pipe going through the basement concrete to the outside, so at least it won't leak anymore into the house. So that will definitely be a good thing to start getting this place a little more watertight. Just as we're standing here, evidence happened. One of the kids must have washed their hands upstairs because drip came down right from that pipe where we just noticed the leak.
This might not work very well. Oh, nasty.
Here we are on the outside, and the 13-year-old cleared off the wall and got the surface all clean and sealed up with silicone the outside, so that'll keep the outside from trying to leak. And then we also have the seal on the inside, and then we will put some gravel down in the bottom there, and the gravel will help it drain away instead of just pooling in there.
And then tar it.
And then tarring the wall as well. All right, now we have gravel in there covering the pipe, and we've got the 13-year-old tarring up the wall here. So it takes a bit to get some of that tar stuck onto the brush because it's really thick. Well, here is the area that the gentleman mowed for us today. And so you see he got an area over there and came across this field. Those cows are freaking out today. Don't know what's going on. And this area. So we didn't really know what to expect for 4 hours worth of work. And we won't be hiring him to come back just because it was more expensive than what we want to pay for. We have a whole lot more that needs to be mowed. This was one of the smaller areas, actually. And so we probably still have about 4 times as much as this or more that needs to be mowed. And it's just until we can find a tractor and a brush hog of our own. But when we're looking at buying a piece of equipment like that, we want to make sure we do plenty of research and find the best value. We don't want to buy brand new. And so we wanted these fields mowed before the winter time, but we don't yet have the equipment. So that's that. It looks like it's going to be a full moon. You see that over there? Pretty cool. Anyhow, it was a productive day. And I feel a whole lot better now that the basement is all sealed up and we're getting some progress going here. So if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates in the future.